This is the time and the place for a special city council meeting. It is December 28th, 2020. We'll start the meeting with the roll call and determination of quorum.
Nordstrom. Here. Weifenbach. Here. Roberts. Here. Stroman. Here. Armstrong. Here. Jones.
Glad to be here.
Lehman. Here. Solomon. Here. Evans. Here. Drew.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Now for the Pledge of Allegiance. Now for the adoption of the agenda. We have a motion by Lehman and a second by Armstrong to adopt the agenda. All in favor of that motion say aye. Aye. Motion carries. General public comment. This is a time when the members of the public get 3 minutes to address the council on issues not on the agenda, and no action will be taken on these items during this meeting except by placement on the agenda by unanimous vote. We have one speaker request form from Troy Fairbanks. You could watch the lights up here, Mr. Fairbanks, and see how you're doing on time.
I'm going to remove this, okay?
Okay.
You know what, Council? Thank you for these few moments. You know, I've seen you vote in something spectacular, which was the treaty law. And Mayor, I've been trying to reach you for weeks. Laura, I spoke with you momentarily. Pat Jones, I spoke with you, sir. And I spoke with Ron Wolfenbach just a moment ago before this meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the pinnacle of change, especially for Native American Indian people here in this community. Not only that, but I hear it over and over again for white and Indian relations. Let's look at our community in the most dynamic way. I can develop a home for $180,000, which is a 5-bedroom home, and carry the financing for it to where it's going to land anywhere between $600 and $800 a month, fully covered with all the insurance. There's not one builder in Rapid City that can do that. I can. And I want to do that immediately. And the reason why this came about, it's not because of what we wanted to do. It's because of Ron, the attorney, Pat Jones, Darla Drew, Lance Lehman, Steve Allender, Laura Armstrong. The way you've been treated lately, that's a disgrace to our community and what has been said wrong about you. Greg Strawman, everyone here, all of you, we want to be able to start to develop, and we want to do it with the backing of the City Council. I have $1 million right now, and then I'm going to get $3.5 million. We are going to start a housing development building consortium with Friends of the Children in the United States, and it's coming here to Pennington County. And the reason why it's coming is because of the City Council and what you did. We want your backing. We have the builder who is located here in Rapid City right now, and I've talked with Jim Skull of Skull Construction. He's willing to come in and look at our development. And I heard that you have 100 lots right now that was set aside for that private people could come in and buy that land and develop it and come down here and then work out the planning and get the water and the sewer and everything put in there. We want to develop that housing, not in June. We want to do it, and we're starting in January. And this is what we want to do, and we're going to do it. I sat back and watched a monumental historical event happen. And you know what? All from non-Native people, respecting the treaty. What could I do? Step up to the plate and make it happen. Steve Ellender, thank you for being, and whatever happened in the past with my family, let's let that lay. We talked about something that happened with my sister. I'm not even going to bring it up no more. Let's look to the future and the betterment of our community. I've got that $1 million, to start, and I got 3.5 coming. We want to start in January. We're going to start, and we want the city council. Let's work it out to where we can buy that land at a cheaper price. Let's work out the development for our community, for white people, native people, black people, Hispanic. I see the red light on. That's why I came down here today. I've been trying to contact you, Mr. Ellender. I called Ron. I talked to Laura, Darla Drew. We have the money. I want to be able to come forward and move forward with this. And if you guys want to work on the land commitment with the native people in this town in June, fine. We can be a part of that too. But let's start now. And we're going to start in January, and we want the city council to be involved with what we're doing. I'm going to wait for this meeting to get over, because this is not no pipe dream. I'm actually talking about real money, and I'm talking about real development with people in our community for Pennington County, for the city of Rapid City. And the people who made this happen is each and every one of you council members. Thank you for the moment.
Thank you, Troy, and we'll get you a call back today, and we'll set up a time to meet and get something worked out. Okay, next on the agenda is the non-consent items, items 1 and 2. No public comment forms on those, so we'll go to item number 1 under ordinances. Second reading, ordinance 6452 regarding supplemental appropriation number 8 for 2020. Motion to approve by Jones and a second by Drew. Pardon? You might. Do you want to tell us something about this?
No,
Or not?
I'm just here if you have questions, but thank you.
Okay. Okay, we have a motion and a second on the table. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2 is the bill list for December 28th. We'll go to Chief Finance Director Pauline Sumption.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. There are no additions to the bill list that you see before you. Total is $9,618,359.03.
Motion approved by Nordstrom and a second by Stroman, I think. And all in favor of that motion say aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Several motions to adjourn. Does anyone have an objection to adjourning? Okay, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.